Hey, this is Brian with AE, and today we're going to go over something a little bit new. This is a Mark 11-ish style rifle. The whole point of us building it was to try to do something, like I said, inspired by the Mark 11, but using readily available parts. So you're mainly going to see two main manufacturers featured here, Craddock Precision and Centurion Arms. Full disclosure, we do have business relationships with Craddock and Centurion. But with that out of the way, let's go into the parts. On the end of the rifle, we do have the Allen Engineering M24 suppressor. This suppressor really helps this rifle have that Mark 11 M110 look, and that is because it is freaking long. This suppressor is 12 inches and mounts over the barrel 4.5 inches. It is my personal favorite 30 cal can we do offer. However, the AEM 530 is a close second. Now, underneath the suppressor, we have a Craddock Precision barrel, specifically the modern M110. What makes this barrel so cool is, one is it's a good barrel. Again, biases aside, it's awesome. But it is set up to take an Allen Engineering suppressor and give it that M110 Mark 11 look. And that is because of the gas block. This gas block is reminiscent of the M110 gas block. However, instead of being compatible with the Knight's locking system, it has a taper specifically for Allen Engineering suppressors. This specific barrel we're running is the 18.5 inch, and that is because it has the proper length from muzzle to taper that the M24 needs. Like I said, it has a 4.5 inch mounting system. However, they do offer a 16.5 inch version that will be compatible with the AEM 530 or the 530K. Tapered gas blocks have become kind of a more popular option nowadays for Allen Engineering suppressors because it forgoes the need of a collar system by adding the taper directly to the gas block. Moving down the line, we have the Centurion Arms Mark 11 rail. This is really cool because it is almost a one-to-one copy of the Knight's Armament large frame RAS rails, which basically you can't find anymore. The last time I saw them, they were stupid expensive, and I'm not going to pay that much for a rail. These rails are in current production, and you can find them on their site. So, like I said, really good option for cloning this rifle. Underneath, we have the LaRue Harris bipod, which is the best version of the Harris bipod. Don't at me. The reason why I love it is it sits really close to the rail when it is in the folded position and is really easy to pop off. So, awesome bipod system. And moving down the line, we have some cheap Chinese Arca rail. You can just find them online. This is the Centurion Arms Mark 11 receiver set. It's nice, it's ambi, it's available, really good option, especially if you're just going to pick up one of their Mark 11 rails as well. Inside, we have the Centurion Arms Sandcutter BCG, really good option, just a high quality BCG. Inside, we've got a two-stage Geissele trigger. I run Geissele triggers on pretty much everything. I know they're expensive, but man up, I guess. On this, I am using the Sierra Precision grip. It is a really funky grip, but I like it a lot. It has a thumb rest on both sides, which really helps with ergonomics, with accuracy. I just like it a lot, even though it's weird as hell. On top, we have the Leopold, that's right, I'm looking at you. Leopold Mark IV scope. It's an awesome scope. Definitely has some age on it. It's only 3.5 to 10. However, that's the range I like. It will be in a Badger uni mount. I don't think they make this anymore. However, Badger has more modern options, which are modular, and I just really like running Badger scope mounts. PRI Gas Buster, it's the GOAT. It's the best. I run it in everything. And then A2 stock system. Really gives it that look. However, there's a lot of different options you can use there. So that's the rifle we will be using at the range. Let's go over there now.
K-E merch.
Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, a green Sally down.
Can we get sponsored by Maverick?
Oh, I'd love that.
Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Sally up, a green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Sally up, a green Sally down.
There we go.
Last done start, gotta tell the ground.
Almost 20 seconds perfectly. A little bit of left to right. There we go, impact. There we go. All right, before the fire comes in and gets us, you ready? I'm ready. Stand by.
Psych.
There you go.
All right, well, we're doing the flat range report again. It's been a minute since we did this for you guys. Just wrapped up shooting the M110-ish rifle, and you know, we're gonna kind of walk through some of the parts about it, and what we like about it. Right, Brian?
Yeah, we'll just go tip to butt like we did on the intro, but let's each give our thoughts on it. Chris, you want to start with the suppressor?
Yeah, suppressor. It's the M24. If you haven't shot one, they're really good 30 cal suppressors. They do really well with supersonic 308. Obviously, other 30 cal loads are going to be good through it as well. So I like the M24 a lot. I'm a big fan.
The barrel, like I said at the beginning, is the Craddock modern M110 barrel with their tapered gas block. Shot pretty accurate from what we saw. Obviously, we didn't do any kind of crazy groupings. We were mainly just seeing if we could hit steel and how far we can reach out. We were able to reach out a decent amount. This is a really cool option for people who want to build these rifles. You know, it's a solid barrel and it comes from Craddock ready to either take the M24 suppressor or the AEM 530 or 530K. I don't feel like it was overgassed even with the M24. Even though it's a high back pressure suppressor, even though it was designed for bolt guns, I thought it was a very comfortable shooting, and that comes down to a lot to the barrel and the gassing of the barrel.
All right, so for the Centurion rail, it's a really close copy of the Knight's large frame RAS rail. It's like a lot of the other quad rails out there, and it looks the part for that Knight's roll perfectly. It's a great fit for your clone copies, and it functions as well as any other quad rail does. I like the aesthetic, and the feel is very familiar to me.
Going down the line, we have the Centurion Mark 11 receiver set, which is their large frame receiver set. It's made very nice. It's very high quality. I like the flared magwell that they added. It made reloads pretty easy. I like that it is ambi. Do I use ambi controls? No. Is it nice to have? Yeah. So if you are a lefty, you can feel at home with this receiver set. Overall, just a high quality, good receiver set.
And so then with the Mark IV 3.5 to 10, it's a little bit of an older optic, but that's kind of in our wheelhouse at this point. I mean, it's almost mostly what we are running is older optics, right?
Yeah, even though for the price that you pay for it, again, this is one of the things that I wouldn't buy one of these for what people are asking for it. You could buy a Mark V HD 3.6 to 18 for that price. And that's just a better optic.
Yep.
And then the mount is a unimount, right?
Yeah, it's the Badger Unimount. I don't think they make it anymore. I really like it. I'm sure you could find them still. They're really cool. But the Condition 1 mounts that they make now are really nice.
Well, that's like the go-to, right? Like obviously you want a Condition 1 mount, but this to me feels kind of like a little bit of a little secret Badger mount.
Little secret.
It's kind of cool. Right?
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so for the grip, what we have is a Sierra Precision grip. Not very friendly to the left-handed folks out there, but honestly, if you're shooting behind this thing all day, it's a pretty comfortable grip. You could rest your thumb on the left side, you could rest it on the right side, whatever suits your fancy. It's a good grip. It's a larger grip than what I'm used to, but it feels right at home on this platform.
The rest is just the PRI gas buster, which is...
It's great.
It's the GOAT.
Only one you should use, in my opinion. That actually defeats gas.
But let's just finish up by giving our thoughts on it.
I'll just hop in and say, it was aight. I'm not a huge fan of AR-10s, but this one was actually pretty sick. So I'd probably rather be shooting small frame 5.56, but still fun. So I liked it.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I prefer my 5.56 guns, but I think if I had more time behind an AR-10, I might start to like it a little bit more. Some of them have a little bit of a kink that you have to iron out, like mags are a big issue, but for the most part, once you figure that out, they seem to run well. You have to really get tucked up on this gun too if you're wanting to see your impacts, which I noticed, but just have good shooting form and there shouldn't be a problem.
So this might be a surprise to you guys, but I've actually owned a lot of large frame guns. I've had a MR762 and a SCAR, and then the M14. My opinions on this compared to all the other ones, it's probably my favorite one so far. There were things I did like more about some of the other guns, but they also had a lot of big downsides. This one, I feel like, doesn't do anything crazy well, but is just solid around the board. You know, it does everything just where I want it to be. Doesn't shine like crazy, but it's consistent. So
all right, guys, well, that is just about it for the 110-ish. Quick reminder, we do have Clone Shoot coming up on October 17th and 18th. It is going to be an awesome event. Clone Shoot is my favorite event.
it's my favorite event of the year.
Super chill. Everybody brings their cool guns. It's firing line. Set all your stuff up. People can look at it, make friends, hang out, eat food, party a little bit.
It's like a giant car show.
Yeah, that's a good way of describing
Where
it.
you go there and you're like, holy shit, what am I looking at? This is awesome.
Yep.
And it's just a bunch of homies chilling.
Cool. Well, I think we got nothing else for you and we are running out of light. So if you would please like the video, subscribe to our channel, that would be awesome. It helps us a lot. We're growing. And leave a comment. No matter what it says, leave a comment. And we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.